What's happening over here? I don't dislike option 2 or 3 per se, I just think option 1's the way to go. What's option 1 and 3 like impact? I think we should go with my suggestion, option 2. My proposal option 3 is the most fitting of all, but you just refuse to budge, don't you? Well then, how about we ask the young person here for his opinion? Now that's a good idea at last. We're getting annoyed just going around in circles ourselves. You do, young man, could you give us a hand? See, this 3 needs a new name, one that will really grab people's attention. Grown Dawn will visit us to our street with a name that captures the imagination. So why don't you help us decide? After all, this town will belong to your generation someday. We each came up with our own idea. My idea is Lumiose Grand Avenue. I know it's a bit too grand for this little old street, but that's how we'll entice people to visit. My proposal is Mega Evolution World. Of course, it's not having anything around here related to Mega Evolution, but isn't it evocative? Evocative. I'm suggesting Boulevard. We might as well tell people what we're doing for, and this little boulevard is as boring as they come. They've only got a 0 points, but none is the clear winner. It's not going around in a circle between fire, water, and grass types. What do you think? Which name would you pick? Help us pick a name! Decided? Do you know what name would be perfect for our suite? I've got it. Ah, well let's see how this runs for different ideas as to win it. I've got an even better idea. You want to find all our suggestions to go back to the drawing board. Please enter a name for the street. Consider ending it with a word like street, or avenue, or road. The Trifecta Avenue! Trifecta Avenue. I think it's perfect. I agree. I feel just the same. Nothing wrong about that idea. Then for this thing, I want this street should be known as Trifecta Avenue. I bet everyone in Lumiose soon adopts it. Does this actually get rid of the name? Look, we're probably not on this map, that would be a little too much. Yes, it's definitely Trifecta Avenue. It's got a nice ring to it. May you find joy in every store down Trifecta Avenue. I honestly do not know what's my entail, but I'm not gonna risk it very low. Level donuts just to be safe. Get this good. This could be our last second trick. If protecting the water link needs evolving, the game world will become indistinguishable from the real world around us. Even before it keeps on evolving, it could also break down the walls between the real world and the world of video games, don't you think? Here, I'll let you have this rather dubious device. He's trying to link traders pulling on too, that's only the disc. Oh, I suppose that was a bad waste of time. I wasted that powerful of a donut just for that. Thought that was gonna be like a massive secret side mission or something, but no, it fucking gives me a dubious disc. Something I've already gotten from Hyperspace Lumiose beforehand, so yeah. I mean, cool, I guess. All this round of randos made me quite tired. Hopefully I can get some nice rest and... Hey, are you at Hotel Z? Hey, yeah, what's up? Well, I'm at Cosonic HQ and just realized I left something important, Dale. Can I ask you to go to my room, find a piece of paper with a password on it, and read it to me? It's room 201, the door should be unlocked. Was the password lying around? Did you not get security training? I know, just do this for me, okay? I really need your help. Here in Lumiose City. I mean, it's also rather fitting that her room was right next to mine. Looks like a tail end of this. So it's also rather fitting that we all live in like the same floor. It's a map of Lumiose City. Looks like Taunie had been joining down notes honored about Rogue Mega Evolution incidents. Is this Tawnie's bag? It's a camera can stop moving about, that'd be nice. There's a scrap of paper stuck between the pages of one of these magazines. It says that. Did you find it? Great! Can you tell me the password? JPDCHJATW. Nice. Let me type that in. And here goes. Capital G, lowercase p, 5, A, capital J, lowercase a, lowercase t, capital W, and... Yes, it worked! Thanks, Corey, I owe you. Sorry, I gotta run to a meeting. I'll make you a real special Corey thanks, okay? I'm back! Hello there. Forgive me for dropping in unannounced. Sorry to pop in unannounced. Jet? Ma'am? I've been curious to see how y'all get along living here at AC's old hotel. I suppose we get in on the normal fashion. We each go about our own business. We only have to receive guests every once in a long while. I mean, Taunie seems busy lately, but I guess you know more about that than we do, ma'am. Dear Taunie is a very hard worker, isn't she? Luckily for all of us. She is not just a hero to Lumiose. She also has been a great help to her colleagues at Cosatico. That's not true. I'm still flailing around in here. I have no idea how to function at a company. I like being able to help out at Cosatico, though. It's nice doing work for the good people in Pokemon around here. It's nice to see you working real hard like a grown-up, but how's your Pokemon training? I've got a 9 to 5 hasn't told your skills, has it? So come on, have a little more faith in me! I know of course the strongest Mega Evolution user, but I can still hold my own! Why don't you prove it in a Pokemon battle then? I'm with your side, Corey, don't pull any punches! You're on. Oh, even Gwen is here. It's a perfect inspired between two trainers who dominated the Royale. I can tell this will be one for the books! This is a chance for both of you to go all out. I hope you won't hold anything back. I guess I kinda goaded Taunie into doing this. Go. Yeah! Can I please? Thank you. I get to watch you two battle, how thrilling! Can my camera please actually move well? This is the epic battle to end all battles, and I'm not having to go to waste. Ready to battle? You know I am. I've got all my best Pokemon with me. Get ready to lose! Taunie's Pokemon! As soon as we go past this dialogue, watch me win! It's level 100! Jesus! This is a little overkill, Taunie, I'm just saying. You don't need those. Get out of here. Ow! Avalog! Whoosh. Boom, 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 ba-da-doop. No! For alligator! Well, if you're using multiple mega evolutions, I suppose I might as well go out. Damn it. You're getting very, very sleepy. Okay, rude. I suppose on my own way, I can't technically start it down a little longer just so the Omega Evolution drops. I just revived her! I'm not using Milo immediately, come on, give me a moment. For the love of... Can you give me an uno momento to actually make this work? Taunie, please! I know you want to go all out, but this is... I'm trying to be a little fair to you. Okay, fine. Sacrificial fodder, whatever. Alright, now it's a fully healed Mila heal. Simply because you've been a little annoying with how you've been treating Darkrai. Alright, I'm just gonna stall a little bit here for it to be a little more climatic than it needs to be. Time to use the power of our bosses with everyone in Lumiose and make it evolve! I'm really glad we may, you know? I mean it. I'm really glad we went too, Taunie. So thanks for making this easier for me. Overkill! You really are the strongest and the greatest trainer around, Koi. I don't think I've ever gotten this strong if not for you, Koi. But watch yourself, cause I'll beat you next time, so we'll see. I'm Team MC for a reason, and don't you forget it! You two and your Pokemon look so immersed in your match, and so happy to be that way. What a marvelous battle. Simply wonderful. How remarkable the battle without holding back announced. Must come from fully trusting your Pokemon and knowing each other's strength. I think it's also thanks to my mom. She always believed in me. It does my heart a great good to know that about her. Thank you for telling me. Aw, you don't need to thank me. Yeah, but smile for Lumiose, Taunie. I think you'll be able to do a great deal for the city working at Sonico. I look forward to seeing what you will accomplish. But I should be going and not bother you young people too long. Be well, Team MC. You can tell she cares for Taunie. I'm feeling kind of inspired now. I gotta keep working on my dancing. I know what you mean. I've got plenty of work to do before I become a full-fledged designer. Everyone on our team is so free. Hey, would you mind if we hung out and talked a little longer? Maybe up on the roof? I'll be up there. And there you are. Thanks for humoring me. How bad earlier got me reminiscing. Like, about when you just rolled into Lumiose. Isn't it wild how fast it all kicked off from there? Your bag gets stolen right from under your nose while we're filming a video, and there you are without even a Pokemon to help you. I remember thinking, wow, this tourist is not ready for life in Lumiose. Yeah, you saved a hide. Well, I learned pretty quick that I misjudged you. Especially after you and the chick you just met right before was poor Andy. Your sheer talent as a trainer is something else, you know that? I appreciate that. It's true. Look how you shot up to exit the ZA Royale. I think it was when you called that Rogue Mega episode that I really started believing in you. Obviously, it was great having you on our side, but I started to doubt myself a little. Like, did I really deserve to be leading the team with someone like you around? Of course you deserved it. Well, I'll tell you this. It's because you were around and I started seriously striving to become the strongest Mega Evolution user. And think of how many rogue Pokemon we managed to save after that. I know you took point in that. Which of us on the team was the best sidekick though? You, Taunie. I might have been fishing for that, but it's still weird getting complimented up to my face. Thanks. Of course, you're on your own when it came to promotion matches. Who do you think gave you the hardest time with the ZAYR, by the way? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know one of these, but if I had to pick a favorite, oh yeah, I can always a lot to handle. And if he was a big help as a Crystal, though, I think he expected you a lot more after all that. I'm glad we managed to meet so many people, show all those Pokemon battles, and learn so much about each other. That's what made it so we could band together and protect Lumiose when we needed to. Still, when Anne and Florent went rogue, I was pretty nervous up there in the tower. But you had things together okay? Yeah, of course I did. I knew you all had my back. Whenever I fought the way through the city to reach Zygarde, that was incredible. And then you even managed to make up for Zygarde. No one else could have pulled that off. Yeah, maybe. Trust me, Koi, you're amazing. I'm so glad we're part of this team together. I'm proud of us all. Losing AZ was hard, but we carried on, teamed up with Karina and Ansha, and managed to save the city again. We took care of hyperspace Lumiose and set things right. Thanks to you, Taunie. You know what made it all possible? Lumiose being full of the most incredible people I know. I'll always be grateful to Lumiose. It's where I met AZ. It's where I met all our friends. And it's where I met you. That's the best part. Here's to the future. Friends forever, Koi. Here in Lumiose City. You know what makes me feel happy and at peace? Seeing the grin on Lance's face. That sure helps. The gang's all here. Timothy's the greatest. There's no one out there quite like us. Oh man, I can't dance on one more step right now. And I could use one of Lance's donuts. I'm glad to call Lumiose home. I can't imagine not living in the city where all my friends are. And that, as of right now, is every side mission in Pokemon Legends ZA. I don't know for sure whether or not there'll be more, especially when it comes to, you know, the one other Pokemon that has a Z Mega Form. I don't know if that'll come to pass at some point, or like if there's anything more from here. You know, aside from completing the hyperspace Pokedex, which I need to get around to at some point, because I read about just not getting these, even though they're practically like the only other Pokemon left on the Megadex. And of course, there's a lot of other Pokemon I have not caught yet. But yeah, there's still a few more things we can take care of as soon as the camera can actually stop. There's a few more things we can take care of when it comes to, you know, the ranked battles, which if this controller would kind of stop. There's only a few more things we can really take care of, and most of that is probably going to be the online ranked matches. And, like I said, there's also these special scans regarding, like, every other Pokemon I have yet to acquire for the Pokedex. Including that of the likes of the Swords of Justice, and of course the Eon duo. There is those that I've not gotten on screen yet. Of course, with the exception of Keldeo being shiny locked, I plan to have an episode that's basically just me shiny hunting for those particular Pokemon. That'll be its own episode. But at some point, the entirety of the Hyperspace Pokedex is going to come to an end. But other than that, once more, aside from the ranked battles of however many Mega Stones they're going to distribute, we've practically done everything we can in Pokemon Legends ZA. And it's been a ride. And until whatever Pokemon game comes next, Generation 10 more than likely being the case, I'm gonna enjoy spending time here in Lumiose City. And shiny hunting the ever-loving crap out of getting female shiny alpha Pokemon. Because I can. But next time when Let's Play Pokemon Legends ZA, it'll just be online ranked matches from here on, unless that video I said I will make comes out at some point. Don't know if it's going to be in between, or before. Probably not before, because I'm recording this about the day of the new one approaching. But yeah. I guess at some point, that video might be uploaded afterwards. But look forward to those videos in the upcoming future. And some other videos I'm posting alongside this project. And many more after that. I'll see you guys then.